Welcome back to my channel. As promised, a little review of some Gold Top gloves that I've ordered and some that I actually own, some winter gloves that I own. As in the previous video, I'd had my summer gloves tear on me, which was very frustrating, so I was on the lookout for gloves. And as I said, I really struggle with fitting in gloves. So what I did was, looked on their website, love the look of their gloves, their quality is brilliant, really old school style, absolutely excellent. And I've got the jacket's great. So I like the Rapture glove, so I ordered some small in men, small in women's, because sometimes I find women's gloves just fit a bit better. The sizing on the website for the small women's was 7, and on the men's, the small was 7.5. And bear in mind, I tend to find I'm between 7 and 8. It can yin and yang as to what fits great. I went with them. I'd previously got some winter gauntlet gloves from Gold Top, and I really like them, so I thought I'd go for it. Show you that they're very similar in style, but you can see completely different in size, which I'll get to more in a minute. The quality is brilliant, all ribbed on the thumb. There isn't the touchscreen bit on them, but I'm not that bothered about that. The quality of the glove is far outweighs the importance for myself. Got that old style Lewis leather almost style zip on the back. Though Gold Top in their own right have been around for a long time. Silk lining on the inside. Probably can't really see that in the picture, but it does feel comfortable. And a bit of padding on the palm. And interestingly, there's a little bit there it raises. I think when your hand's wrapped around the handlebar, it just lifts up, so it isn't pushing against your knuckles. Problem for me, as ever, the fingertips. Feels nice around there, though it's a touch baggy around there, if I'm honest. But the fingertips are just a bit too long, and I think they would irritate me, to be honest, which is a shame. £70 or £69.99 directly from their website. I think you can get them from Urban Rider as well, which is a good price for the quality. I mean, they're not cheap, but at the same time, something like this should last you a long time. But they just didn't fit. So the women's small. Now I was shocked when I opened these. I thought maybe I'd ordered the wrong size, because then, I mean, massively different. And that came to pass when I tried to pass them on. I tried to try them on. It just doesn't fit, which is a shame. I looked on their website again just to see, perhaps there's something I maybe misunderstood, read wrong. But then as I was looking on the website, I noticed that their sizes were different to what their tags were. So small on the men's, on the tag 8, on the website 7.5, and on the women's, the small says 6.5, website says 7. Now, if I'd been in the shop and I picked up till 6.5, I wouldn't even tried them on. I would have known they wouldn't fit, as they don't. And again, 8 small, I would have probably not surprised they don't fit, because I'm smack bang in the middle. I contacted them, and they've always great Gold Top in replying. They come back and said apologies that their tags are wrong. Their website is closer to reality. I personally think, only from my kind of experience with gloves, actually I think the tag is closer to the truth. But if you're close to Urban Rider, which is a shop just in London, which I'm going to visit hopefully in the next couple of days, or if you're close to the Gold Top shop, which is really worth a visit looking at it. I've never been, but I want to go, which just on the top of the M25 by the Essex border. Easiest things to try them on. Online is obviously convenient, but you're back and forth all the time, potentially, if you're like me and you struggle with the fitting. So that's a shame. So that they will go back. Whether I get another pair, they recommended me to go the next size up on the women's, which on the website would be 8, I believe. Actually, let's have a look. It's just essentially it's a size up on the label. So their medium on the label is 7. So I think 7.5 on the website. Sorry, 7.5. And actually, that might be the ticket. But I'm going to have a look in Urban Rider and see what they've got. But on the Gold Top subject, I do have, and I've had these for about 5 years, they're gauntlet gloves. They don't do this one anymore. They do ones very similar. I think the one that got like a button on there, or might even be a zip. These are good. Jacket underneath there. They're real kind of old school style, kind of like Heartbeat policeman style. I find they are a touch baggy, but now the winter gloves, you kind of expect that to a point. I wear some runners gloves underneath it, and it just kind of packs it out enough and gives you that extra bit of warmth in the winter. inside is that really nice red lining. See the Gold Top label there. So they're really good. So absolutely recommend the quality of the brand. Bit disappointing that they're fitting, I think, a bit out. I'd be interested if anyone else has got their gloves and finds the same problem. Most people probably don't, but then if you're looking on this webpage and you're following me in terms of things are difficult for short people, whether they're men or women, then you may find the same problem. Like I said on my other video, no shame in wearing women's gloves. The style, I mean, you look at them side by side, other than the fact that one's considerably bigger, they're just no different. So if they fit you better, go for it. Gold Top have less women's gloves than men, which is a shame. I'd like to see them do some of their men's range. They're brilliant, and they don't do women's versions, and they really should. It's such a growing market for the retro glove, and such a market now for women riding. It's just growing by the day, which is great. So yeah, Gold Top, do some more. Yeah, thank you for joining. I hope that's helpful. And hopefully I'll find some gloves that fit soon. Cheers.